most damage I can. Oh, I was going for a headshot there. I was going for it. He shut down. The Atlas has got an absurdly large head hitbox. Hey, what's going on, guys? Phil here. Welcome back to another Mechwarrior Online favorite mech build review request. They're definitely requested by my Twitch chat. It's all their fault. We're starting with mediums. For those that haven't been here, make sure to head over twitch.tv/NGNGTV, 12 to 6 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday. I'll have a link down below in the description. See you there. Okay, let's talk about the Centurion that we're going to be talking about today, which is the yellow WANG. Obviously, for a lot of us Battletech fans, this is actually a really special variant in the lore. But outside of that, it's one of those mechs that's been around actually for quite some time, and it has the ability to really, well, let's just say, bring the pain. You have an AC-20 on this particular setup. I have an AC-20 and 2 medium pulse lasers. You can do 2 mediums as well, but outside of that, the whole reason for this is to go fast, hit hard, and sometimes when you rock out in a group of these, they can be really, really punishing. It's sort of like the Hunchback 4G. Now, the nice thing is, because you have lower arm actuator on the left arm, you do have the ability to track targets, which is quite nice with the right. So let's go ahead and jump in here and talk about some strengths and weaknesses of this particular variant. And of course, this is a hero mech, so just keep that in mind. If you're wondering, you do have to pay money to be able to get this. It doesn't do anything necessarily what others can't do, especially when it comes to the 9AH, which is a ballistic and missile combo, but there isn't exactly a one-to-one, so just keep that in mind. All right, so strengths of this chassis. It's got the ability to rock out with, like I said, the AC-20 and medium lasers or medium pulse. That's a strength. The also other strength is you can dead side this a lot, and that's you know, used to her zombie mode, and that is where you take a standard engine, albeit you'll be going slower, and you can shield with your left and then punch with your right. The other strengths is because this is a 50 tonner, you do have quite a bit of options for XL engines, and I know that's going to scare some of you guys, but hear me out. This mech is actually really solid with an XL because it's going to give you the tonnage to invest in a larger engine, which makes you go faster, which if you go faster, in this particular case, you're a little bit more survivable because you can avoid enemy fire. So there's that. Obviously, the negatives here is your primary weapon is in the right arm, and this is a chunker, as you can see here. They did a revision a while back to the arm, so it's not as crazy, but it's still a big boy. So when you're playing this, you need to shield with your left side and punch with your right. And again, just keep in mind, you only have X amount of armor on this right arm. So again, speaking of armor, you do have some extra, plus 25, and of course 16 with the skills that we have here. I do have 5 tons of ammo, and that may seem like a lot, and it is a lot. But remember, this is your primary weapon system. That's followed up by the medium pulse, and that's it. Because of the skills here and the quirks, your optimal for the AC-20 is 310-ish meters. Keep in mind, you can lob the rounds further than that, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you are at the end of the match or you're on the edge of dying. So I've actually got a light engine in here, a 250, and as you can see here, we're 78 out of 78 as far as crits. Can you put an XL in this? Yes. I like the LFE in it for the reason I was talking about earlier. It still gives me the benefit of a little bit more weight savings than a standard engine, but it allows me to still shield with my left side. So I can shield 100% with my left arm and my left torso and be able to zombie a little bit. So just sort of keep that in mind. Now, if you're going up against skilled players, you're going to have to work with it. I would highly recommend working with a friendly, because a skilled player will go straight for that right torso or that right arm to defang you. Again, this is one of those mechs that's really fun. You can do some, you know, amazing things in it, but it is sort of an old, antiquated design. But out of all of the Centurions, it still has a special place in my heart, and I'm sure I'm not the only one out there, so that's why I'm sharing this with you if you haven't checked it out. Again, it's a really fun one. You can drop in a group of these 2-3 mans. Again, you rock out with an XL, you can go even faster. You'll have to drop the armor as far as the Pharaoh down to light to be able to have the crit space. But once you do that, boom, you can go faster, and you can go upwards of 90 kph with that. Maybe even faster if you drop a ton of ammo and you drop these down to standards as well. But if you want to go full zombie, you are going to have to lose some stuff, and that's to get the standard engine. And already going 81 kph in this, you are going to be vulnerable. So again, positioning is key, staying with friendlies is key, and knowing when to pounce is key. Again, you don't want to be the front runner cresting the hill. Again, you got a lower mount on your right arm. It's not good for hill peeking. It's good for corner poking. Just keep in mind, when you corner poke, you are exposing your right torso and your right arm. So again, make sure to know when to do that. So we're going to go ahead and jump into a match and showcase this in action. And like I said, it's really fun. The Centurions have a special place. They've been around forever, and you don't see them as much out there just because, again, for the most part, they do get outshined by other chassis. But in the right circumstance, in the right hands, they are quite fun to play. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, let's talk about weapon groups really quick. I tend to run my weapon groups in group 1 as the medium pulse, and I tend to do that because of my mouse, right? My left, trigger finger is mouse 1, and it's on the CT of my mech, whereas the, it just helps me with just positioning, it just makes it a little bit easier with my, dumb brain to like, okay, center, and then the, my right mouse button is the AC 20. So I don't know about if you guys will like that as well. If you guys do the exact same, it just helps my brain being able to distinguish between where are my weapons, and that's what I tend to do with all of my mechs. I don't know if you've picked up on that, but anyways, there we have it. We do have them pushing down to Bravo 4, it looks like, so I'm gonna go and be patient here. Again, you aren't good for a hill poker. There we go. Oh, we got a command over here. This is what we came for. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Again, commandos in there. There we go. Oh, that was a good hit. That was a good hit. Even though it's got like, Atlas level armor. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start flinging the rounds. We do have plenty. Looks like they're pushing down here. We'll just be aggressive here. And going for open locations on Delta here. There we go. He's out. Check our corners here as we push up here. Don't want to give up my back to something that's over here. Again, as we poke, we got to be really careful. Okay, there it is. Bravo. Gosh, that sound is amazing. I don't know about if you guys feel that same way. Okay, we're pushing their 6. Timby. He just has no idea what shot him. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I gotta watch out here because there was a UAV up. And he is pursuing. Those are snubs. Again, shield with the left here. You saw what I did here. Shielded with the left, punching with the right. I can't stress how important that is. That Uzil is mine. All right, here we go, here we go. Now, they're going to be down Bravo line here, so I just need to be very careful. All right, let's move, let's move, let's move. Throw a round down range here. Again, I have a few. I'm not too worried about ammo, but 39 rounds left. Got hate and discontent. They've got 4 assaults here. And just want to poke here. Most damage I can. Oh, I was going for a headshot there. I was going for it. He shut down. The Atlas has got an absurdly large head hitbox. So go for it if you see the opportunity. Go for the Hatamoto here. And there we go. He's almost down. Shield with the left. Shield with the left. All right. Dyer is pushing. He's crit. I'm going to go ahead and push here. Right torso on him. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. Yep, he's down. He's down. We're 5-3. 5-3. We're in the thick of it here. All right. Missed the Herbie there. Back shot. Herbie. Got it. Got it. Oh, that was his arm. Okay. All right. Treb is crit. CT. Let's go ahead and take him out. It's almost like pinpoint accuracy with these things sometimes. It's pretty disgusting. Nope, missed that. All right. Continue pushing down. I don't want to cut over to the right because then I'm exposing my mech to fire from both sides, but it looks like they're falling back here. There was a good hit. That was a rear shot. Let's continue to push here. Again, he's going to be laser vomit, so I'm going to go ahead and push his face. And keep punching away here. There we go. It's the sound of a... Okay, there we go, there we go. I'm gonna maneuver here. I did lose my left torso. With an LFE, I'm gonna be generating a little bit more heat or lack of dissipation, and I am gonna be going a bit slower. So from 81 down to 64 kph. But here's the difference. If I was rocking an XL engine, I'd be out of the fight. So it's a sacrifice. You gain a little bit of weight savings, right? And survivability is a factor. It looks like he went Charlie 2. I'm gonna see about going Gamma here. Where is he? Did he go tunnel? Maybe he went tunnel. I bet you he went tunnel. That's where he went. So again, very, very smart play there, using your left side as a shield. And if you don't do that, like I said, if you rock an XL, albeit you may actually avoid that enemy fire that came at your face in the first place. So looks like they're gonna cap by the time I get there. That works out. So that's a big trade-off. And of course, with the AC20 and the velocity and the increases that it's got, the quirks on this, you're able to pack quite a bit of a punch. And again, as I mentioned, the aiming ability, your aiming is actually based on your torso yaw speed. You have the pitch for your arm, but you don't have the left to right, flexibility that you would on something like a Omni mech with the ability to put a lower arm actuator. So just keep that in mind. Torso twist is a key point. Obviously you can increase your mouse DPI or something, but the mech can only torso twist as quick as it can. So we do have that going for us. It looks like they've got one left. I don't know where he's at, but they are being outcapped. There it is. Of course, it's the commando. The assault mech of the world. He's out, and it should be about that. We'll decap Epsilon. I did hit that guy at the very beginning. I'm not going to take any hits there. There we go. All right.
Gathered enough resources.
There we go. So again, I think that was a really good showcase of, again, the mech in action, which is, you're shielding with your left, punching with your right. If you poke out there too much on the right, and not torso twisting your left, you're going to lose that right arm. And I didn't take that much damage on it. And if you're going up against experienced players, know that they will go for you directly. So I think that was a good showcase of the mech and what its capabilities are. All right, so we've talked about the build, we've shown it in action, and let's talk about the skills. Obviously, with the skills with this particular build, you want to go cooldown and really survivability, right? On all of my mechs, for the most part, I take 60% radar deprivation, and the only exception to that is when I take ECM, and then I grab the ECM nodes. I've talked about ECM in the past. If you have any questions, again, head over to the Twitch chat. I can answer them live, or join us on Discord. Again, all those links will be down below. I take 60% radar deprivation, again, so I can engage the target, break away, and they don't continue knowing where I'm at. And of course, it helps too because they have to reacquire lock and know where to aim, and it is what it is. So as far as skills, we want to go, again, cooldown, right? We want to go, we don't have to worry about anything else. If you want to increase the DPS of the medium pulse, you can invest in the laser duration. But in my opinion, that's only if you have leftovers. So just think about cooldown nodes are really important, that you're going to pick up some heat gen as well. And then the armor, all right? You want to go armor and internal structure, really. I think that's a good investment. And, if you have a few extra points left over, you can throw it in something else. So really, we're talking about the firepower tree, survival tree, and then the sensor information. That's really it. If you want to throw a cooldown or a UAV, and then if you want to dump a few points into medium pulse, the cooldown, stuff like that, I'd recommend that. Outside of that, you just need a tank. That's pretty much what you need to do, and be smart with that torso twisting. And really, this mech is all about the positioning. So it's when to be aggressive with your wang and when to hold back. And I mean that in the truest form. No joke, no puns. Guys, I hope you found this build interesting. If you've never checked it out, again, make sure to click that like button and let me know down below, what is your favorite Centurion build? Is it the Yenlo Wang? I know the Yenlo has been around for a while. It is sort of eclipsed by some other stuff, but man, this is always fun if you can bust out, especially with the latest changes the Cauldron has been introducing with some of these weapon systems and quirks and so forth and so on. But that's going to be it for this review of my favorite build for the Centurion. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you on the next video. Until next time.